I sometimes work with some people who have mission phobia. Either they don't know what their mission is, or they don't know how to even get started on it. So if you fall into one of these two categories, then this video is for you. The Lightworker spiritual community really loves to talk about your mission, and that you came here with a very specific purpose, that you've brought with you your spiritual gifts, and those gifts help you accomplish whatever your mission might be. I love this as a motivating tool. It gets you excited about why you're here. It can change your life in a really positive way. You can wake up every morning going, gosh, I am here to do something amazing for this planet, to help people, to help my family, to help my community, whatever it is. And you can really sink your teeth into that. However, if you don't know what your mission is, if you haven't discovered your spiritual gifts, or if you believe that you do have a mission and you have figured it out, but you can't get started on it, all of a sudden this switches from being a motivation to a demotivation. It can sap your energy. It can make you feel an urgency, an unnecessary urgency. And this is where it becomes a problem. And so again, if you're falling into this category, then this can actually be a detriment to you rather than a boon or a boost. So let's look at it like this. Yes, it is highly possible that you are here to accomplish some sort of mission. But couldn't it be possible that you're also just here to experience and experiment on this world? Because if you think about it from the standpoint of outside of this time, outside of this third dimension where there is time, there isn't time. And so there wouldn't be any such thing as urgency. Oh, I've got to get to the planet by this time so that I can help make these changes before whatever bad thing happens. That's a very three-dimensional perspective. When you look at Earth and its experiences in this 3D world from a timeless perspective, that means that you could incarnate here at any time. After this life, you could just go ahead and reincarnate back in the 1400s or 2,000 years in the future from now. There's no reason to have this feeling of urgency because this is always available to us. There is no such thing as, okay, now when I die in this incarnation, I have to incarnate as someone after me. I have to incarnate as my children or my grandchildren or my great-great-grandchildren, or no. You can jump around at any time. So why would you have an urgency that you have to accomplish something in this life? Because you could just go ahead and incarnate as another being and accomplish that mission another time. So I don't want to demotivate those who are excited about their mission because that is a beautiful thing. But I also want to help you step back and go, wait a minute, what's important here? Okay, well, what's important here is to have the most fulfilling life that you can possibly have. What's that mean? Well, ask yourself what that means. This is available to you. Even if you haven't figured out what your mission is, even if you haven't discovered your spiritual gifts, it's available to you. You can ask yourself, well, what fulfills me? And sometimes you'll have to get over some obstacles to finding the answer to that question. One of those obstacles might be, well, I don't have enough money, so I need money in order to do whatever, or whatever your responsibilities are. But you really have to take a step back because that's the survival mindset. And maybe you've been wrapped up into this, the story of this 3D world, and your particular story, and believe that that's the path that you have to follow. No. Step way, way back from that. And think about it from a higher self perspective. Think about it from a soul perspective. Why would you come here? Well, in many cases, we come here to learn lessons, to have new experiences, that there's something that we're supposed to grow and expand in. That's one possible way to look at it. It may be that it's self-growth. And most of the time, that's what it is. Even though a lot of times we believe that our mission is to help the world, help as many people as possible, touch as many lives as we possibly can, change our ancestral past and break the cycle that our family has been going through generation after generation. These are wonderful things to latch onto and to fix and to change and to feel good about. But it might not be it. It might just simply be self-growth and self-improvement. because we know that the whole universe resides inside of us. So if we can make internal changes, awaken to the possibilities of being at peace with everything that goes on, to have unconditional love for yourself and for all, then you do make a huge change to the whole world because the universe is within us. So we don't necessarily have to make outward changes. It may all be internal. And so let's take a moment and take a big deep breath and go, oh, that urgency is really not that important. I don't have to hurry up and do it. I don't have and say, oh no, I'm this age and I haven't done my mission yet. Not at all. You've been doing your mission your entire time. You've been rocking it. And maybe watching this video, you're about to take another step towards your mission of self-improvement, of self-development, of self-expansion. That helps out the entire world more than helping an individual one at a time, because you are the entire world. And they're on their own path. And yes, it might be very important for your influence on their path, but their path is their own, and you can't necessarily change it. So let's go ahead and do an activation. Close your eyes and take a nice big deep breath. Relax as you exhale. What we're going to do right here is we're going to relieve some of the urgency that you might have over your mission. There's a tension. Maybe it's a wire right across your chest. Maybe it's a weight on your shoulders. Maybe you just feel like when you exhale, you don't really relax. You don't fully relax because you always have this pang of urgency going through you. Well, let's release that right now. The way my activations work is I'm going to say breath in. When I do, you're going to take a nice big deep breath. You're going to hold it at the top. You're going to wait for me to make a loud sound, and then you can exhale. So releasing the urgency that is preventing you from being at peace and loving yourself and all that exists. Breath in. Oh my God. Okay. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for participating in that activation and listening to this video. You can complete the energy exchange by liking the video, subscribing, and leaving a comment and letting me know what you think and how this helped you or affected you. Or if you disagree with me, I'd love to hear your perspective. I love you unconditionally, and I'll see you in the next video.